What's up, guys? Jeff here, bringing you what might be the last video I do for specs and altogether for PTR. Because the rest of the classes, I don't plan on playing them. I was only gonna do the classes that I plan on playing, then that I just felt like sharing on YouTube, just in case anyone didn't know the specs and anything. I noticed in the last video I posted, which was my lock one, I didn't show how I gemmed, but if you watch the priest video, I gem the same way. I gem all Brazil because it'll really help your healer, and the damage you lose from it isn't as big as like the defense and the how much more you can live with that gem, with those gems. I can't speak words, but either way, today I'm going to be doing a video on the marksmanship hunter spec, glyphs, and my thoughts on the spec altogether. Because last season, uh, if you played marksman, you probably were either really good at hunter, and you could actually play it well enough to where it wasn't terrible. But most of them were BM because it was easy, it was overpowered, and all you had to do was press kill command and arcane shot and trap healers on cooldown, and you were fucking golden. But for the talents, for the first tier, you can take narrow escape or crouching tiger, hidden chimera. Narrow escape, basically, every time you disengage, you web anyone within 8 yards for 8 seconds. So it's good for basically a peel, or when you're like, you need space, you root the person in front of you. But I don't know, I feel like in threes, having the disengage every 10 seconds, or not every 10 seconds, but every 15 seconds, and having your deterrence every minute is just, I don't know, I feel like it's really good. For this tier, there's nothing else worth taking outside of silencing shot. It's 24 seconds. You can trap a healer and silence a class that can get the healer out of the trap. Really good for cross CCing. And the Wyvern Sting's just it's just not worth it. Neither one of these are worth it at all. Spear Bond, don't take it. The healing's not going to even be noticeable. And Aspect of the Iron Hawk is probably my favorite. It's a damage bonus and a damage reduction. I feel like it's the best for threes, but in twos, I wouldn't say. I'd say take exhilaration because it's good burst healing for when you need it to stay alive. But for threes, definitely take Aspect of the Iron Hawk. In the 60 tier, there's nothing else to take outside of Thrill the Hunt. It's too good. You're always using abilities that cost focus, so you're always getting the proc. And even using Arcane Shot can get you a proc, so you could like you just spam Arcane Shots, and that's how this class just does its damage. Now in this one, I like Blink Strike, but Linux Rush might not be bad, or Murderer Crows, but I would say Blink Strike's probably the best. It's a big damage, 20 seconds cooldown, and it gets your pet on the target. And for this tier, the only two I feel like that are worth taking are Power Shot and Glaive Toss. Glaive Toss is it's good. It's another global, which hunters normally don't have that to spare, but it is good. It's a snare. Sometimes it breaks traps, like say your person's kiting. Like I've had it break traps on accident just on the way back through. And Power Shot I feel like is the best, just because it just fucking owns. You just hit so retardedly high with this thing, and I don't know. I just enjoy the big number, so that's why I went Power Shot. But I'm not saying don't go Glaive Toss. And for the glyphs, I took Chimera Shot, which increases the healing you receive from your Chimera Shot by additional 2% of your maximum health. Disengage gives you a little more room once you disengage. And Animal Bond. And again, I'm going to change mid-video because I forgot that moving while aim shot is probably good. I don't even have tone clear minds. What the fuck is this shit? But I also would say you can replace one of these glyphs with aim shot. Aim shot's really good to cast while moving. And I don't know, the rest of the glyphs, they're okay. But I think these are the three best altogether. And now for marksmanship hunters, I feel like they're going to be better now with the little bit of damage bonus they got. They're still going to be kind of squishy without the second trinket, but I do feel that it's still going to be the dominant spec if played correctly. Like marksmanship hunters, they have such good consistent damage, and like I don't know, I feel like with the right comp, maybe like Thug Cleave with marksmanship, I think it's going to be ridiculous. And plus, I've always like it's a biased opinion. I'm not even gonna lie. I hate BM. The specs just bores me to all hell. You just fucking and you rely on your pet too much. I like how marksman, the one doing basically all the damage. The only thing your pet's there for is you got your CCs, your roar of sacrifice, and all that shit. That's what I like about this spec, and that's why I hope this spec does better than BM, so I can actually level my hunter and want to play it. Because the hunter was the first class I ever played and didn't play it in MOP because I hated BM and um, I just didn't want to level as it, and I didn't even feel like leveling it because I knew that marksman wasn't even that great. So those were the specs. As I said, you can take either of these two. There's nothing worth it in this tier. Either of these two, nothing worth it in this tier. I guess these would be preference and any of those two. And the glyphs, as I said, you can go aim shot or you can go with these three. But sometimes you're being trained and the chimera shot's good. So I guess that's about it, guys. I don't even have all the abilities on my bar on the PTR yet. I just wanted to talk about the spec, and I believe I didn't even gem. That's sad. On here I would be gemming the same thing though with Int and Brazil. So I hope this guys helped you out a little bit, and yeah, make sure you guys subscribe. And I'm out of here, guys.